North Orange County Community College District chose their new chancellor. Ned Daphne, president of Fresno City College, has over 30 years experience in community colleges with 14 years of CEO experience. He was president of Saddleback College and was the founding president of a community college in South Louisiana, only 30 miles near his boyhood town. When he spoke at an open forum hosted by Cypress College, Daphne praised the campus. This summer looks to be a happy one for Daphne. June 1st, Daphne will marry the Vice President of Instruction of Los Angeles Southwest College and will assume his duties as Chancellor on July 14th. Now for sports news. In baseball, the Cypress Chargers closed out their regular season Friday, beating the Golden West Rustlers in their second straight matchup. The Chargers finished strong with a 4-2 win to end their regular season on a 3-game win streak. Cypress finishes the conference 12-9 in 4th place. Sophomore Luis Diaz led Cypress with a 2-run home run. Cypress finished the regular season 27-16 and 12-9 in conference. The Chargers now prepare for the playoffs as the 9th seed in Southern California. Cypress will travel to Canyons to face off with the 8th seed Cougars. For the first time this season, the two will play a best-of-3 series beginning Friday at 2 p.m. with the second game at 11 a.m. Saturday. The third game, if needed, will be played following Game 2 Saturday. All the games will be at Canyons College. In softball, Sunday the Cypress Chargers completed their series sweep of Oxnard with an 8-1 win. Stellar Charger players were Sarah Strong, Caitlin McGrath, Ashley Boyd, and Alyssa Freight. Cypress improves to 49-2 and moves on to the second round of playoffs. The Chargers will host their conference rival, the Riverside Tigers. Cypress beat the Tigers 3 times earlier this season. The two face off for the 4th time this year, Saturday at 2 p.m. at Cypress. In swimming, Cypress represented strong at the state championships with Rebecca Krieger, Kelsey Matz, and freshman Sarah Kinder, who qualified for the 1-meter dive competition and placed as the 11th best female in the state and scoring 6 points for Cypress. Freshman Christopher Colburn was the sole male of Cypress over the weekend as he competed in the 1-meter and 3-meter competitions. Carlberg finished as the state's 6th best diver with a 2:19.45 score for 13 points for Cypress. In golfing, Cypress traveled to the Southern California Regionals Monday to compete for a place in the state championships. The Chargers came through with a second-place finish with a score of 741 over 2 rounds. Freshman John San Juan finished as a medalist with a 4-under-par score of 140 to win the individual title. Cypress qualifies to compete at the state championships next week, the first time Cypress has qualified as a team since 1985, over 2 decades ago. Cypress will compete against the best 7 teams in state and among 60 of the top individual golfers. The state championships take place next Monday, May 12th at Murrieta. Fans of our website, Cycron.com, might have missed one of our other web-based features. Cycron has a radio show webpage. On the site, Blog Talk Radio. I hosted a special interview show this week with actress Christina Hughes, star of the psychological thriller film Green River. Hughes tells us about her career and upcoming films. One is Frost Nixon, about post-Watergate Richard Nixon's interviews with British host David Frost, and Helicon, a short film created in Rotoscope. Her film Green River has its world premiere this Thursday, May 8th at the Laemmle Sunset 5 Theater in Hollywood at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. You can read more about the film at its website, greenriverthefilm.com. And Chronicle radio editor Kevin Newberger hosts a weekly show called Culture Shock. On last week's show, Newberger interviewed Erin Mayer, an intern with Spaceland Productions, about the current shaping of the music festival circuit. You can hear the archive of this and every other show by clicking the Culture Shock link on Cycron's front page, and you can hear the show live and call in every Friday at 5 p.m. This Friday, May 9th, Newberger will talk with representatives of the Red Cross about the cyclone disaster in Myanmar, which has confirmed death tolls of 15,000 and 41,000 missing. You can phone in at 646-716-8802 at Cycron's Blog Talk Radio site. And now, Chris Feliciano's Tech Report.
What's up, Chargers? My name's Chris Feliciano, and this week I return to bring you Tech Ed. Pull out your credit cards and dust off your mirrors because I'm about to blow your mind with another dose of technology. Last week saw the release of 2 huge sequels for game consoles. Grand Theft Auto 4, which was originally supposed to be released last fall, finally reached retail shelves and hardcore gamers could not be more excited. The game saw its release on both the PlayStation 3 as well as the Xbox 360. This was the first time a Grand Theft title was released on more than one platform. It previously was an exclusive title for the PlayStation for its initial release, seeing it later cross console platforms to the Xbox after the exclusive period expired. Grand Theft Auto 4 brought in over $550 million worldwide in opening weekend sales. The game takes place in a revised Liberty City. The difference is that this version of the Liberty City borrows heavily from its inspiration, New York City. The gameplay follows Niko Bellic, a Croatian immigrant who comes to the U.S. to pursue his idea of the American dream. The game is the first from the GTA series to support high definition. I've yet to get a chance to play this game, but based on reviews and trailers, it looks to be one hell of an addition to the Grand Theft franchise. The other game that hit shelves last week was the latest addition to the Mario Kart series. The title is exclusive to Nintendo Wii, and anyone who owns a Wii has been quietly anticipating the release of this timeless classic. Mario Kart utilizes a new steering wheel designed specifically for the Wii. My personal experience with the wheel has been quite frustrating, and I must say the good old Wiimote and Nunchuck as a controller proved to be far superior for controlling the gameplay. The game does support other forms of control, including GameCube controllers. Whatever your favorite is, the game supports it, making control a personal choice rather than one option being forced down the throat of all players. Other reviewers have said that once one gets used to the included wheel, it truly becomes the best motion-driven controller for a racing game to date. The gameplay is pretty straightforward with the addition of a few new twists. The first new addition to the game is the motorcycles you can now choose for racing. The motorcycles also open up a whole new dimension of gameplay, allowing you to perform mid-air stunts that give you a turbo boost upon successfully landing the tricks. With this addition to the game, the courses have been beefed up with ramps that provide huge air, giving you ample time to perform such tricks. Another new addition to the game is online multiplayer. This is the first Mario Kart release to offer players a chance to battle friends and others in online tracks. It is now possible to throw down with anyone with a Wii and a copy of Mario Kart, no matter where they are located. With the new game comes new levels. Over half of the levels are new to the game, while the other half are derived from previous releases. The older courses offer players newly rendered versions of the nostalgic classics. Despite the game not being high def, it still offers players endless amounts of fun. In other news, the ever-evolving saga with Microsoft and Yahoo reached a boiling point when Microsoft announced this weekend that it will no longer pursue its acquisition of the dying search engine. Steve Ballmer of Microsoft has announced that they will retract their bid to acquire Yahoo. This news came after Microsoft sweetened the deal with an addition of $5 billion to its bid. Unfortunately for Microsoft, that just was not enough money for Yahoo, who had requested another $4 billion to finalize the deal. Microsoft decided that their offer was more than fair, and that they had no intentions of paying any more than they had proposed. At this point, it looks like Yahoo is moving on with business as usual, and Microsoft's dream to form a foe sizable enough to defeat the giant that is Google will be put to rest for now. Google can sleep soundly knowing they are still the dominator in the search engine world and will maintain that stronghold until somebody can create an engine that even comes close to the success that Google has had with all of its ventures. That's it from me. Thanks for downloading this edition of C-Scope. Remember, Chargers, get your tech, Mom.